Yeah, I mean, I've got some on a personal level, some just a very small number of student buy-to-let properties.
Mm.
I think it's a great market. I think there's great yields there. I mean, to get that sharp percent growth, you're going to be asking some pretty chunky fees by the time everybody's paid their bits and that. So I don't know how big that is there, but I think another way of trying to find out is if you've got contacts at these bigger banks, ask them how many commercial deals, or specifically student ones, have you turned down? Because that's the market, I think.
Mm.
But there's definitely space there. But once you even identify the market, I think that's the starting point, because there's a number of questions I'd ask myself, before even leaving the desk I'm sitting at, to speak to people about it.
Mm-hmm.
You'll identify what you want, then you'll see what people are doing, and then there's probably three big areas in my mind. The one is what products are you going to offer to the market that's different from out there? Like, why are people going to buy yours? What's going to be your route to market? Is it going to be direct? Is it going to be via the broker network? And then a sub-question on that is, well, how am I going to develop those relationships? Because a lot of the brokers are it's a little bit of an old boys network, but not like the old boys. They're just, mates knowing each other. People, there's a couple of bigger brokers in there. And then the other thing is obviously, what you're going to pay the brokers. Because at the end of the day, they want their money.
Yeah. So those are questions for the sort of platform to be asking itself, right? Rather than Angelo Gordon.
Yes, but Angelo Gordon, if you guys want to say, let's just say you're taking £50 million and you're going to potential platform and saying, right, okay, I want to give you £50 million and I want X amount of return. Even though the platform's got to be asking themselves the question, Angelo Gordon probably should, because, it's like if somebody came to you and said, I want to open up another burger franchise in London, like, really? Like, honestly, there's 400 of them. Why? And you've got to understand what their plan is, because, I spoke to somebody the other day, and they were talking about wanting to start just a bridging type thing that that's been established for a while. I think it's sort of an international type business, but owned by only an individual. And they were looking at getting to the short-term financing bridging space, not even regulated. I said, okay, I had a chat with them, and they said they wanted to put out 50 million in the first year, then 100 million thereafter. I said to them, great, a lot of money. How are you going to do that? What's your plan? Why someone, no one, who's going to come to you? Why? And they never had those answers. And, when I wanted to sort of have a follow-up meeting, they made excuses and said, no thanks, but no thanks, type thing. And I don't know if I put a mirror in front of their faces, but if I was lending a platform money nowadays, I'd be asking that. I mean, another thing that's probably...
What are the ways that you can differentiate yourself today as a player in this space?
I think the one play is, and again, I'm not involved in each individual thing, so some of them may be heading there. I don't know yet, and from where I was sort of working at the people I worked at, if people have really embraced the technology side of it. Now, I think if you can enhance and embrace your technology, so when you are running an individual case or transaction, I'm using my fingers now, the admin side of it, a lot of the KYC stuff, land reg stuff, all that type of stuff can be automated and put together very quickly. You can then also allow your broker or customer to have, real-time access to see where things are. So you're cutting down. I'm not saying don't talk to your customer. I'm a big speaker in it. But like, let people know where they are, so you're not spending a lot of inefficient time, returning customers' phone calls to give them an update, returning a lawyer. People can get there. Yeah. I think technology is a massive play, and I think that's going to be one.
Yeah.
The other stuff, and the range of pricing out there is pretty much covered by everybody. I think I've seen some of them advertise as 0.34 per month. I have no idea how they do that. Up to 1.5%. So I don't think you're going to go there with a massive price.